Okay, this is day 2 of the bathroom remodel. We've got the prefab fiberglass shower all tore out except for the drain, and the previous installers mounted the bottom of the shower onto a great big blob of mortar. So the next step is to chip out that mortar. So much fun. And then after that we have to remove all of the tore up wallboard. The tile just ate the wallboard up, but all that was going to be replaced with green board. Original installers put in wallboard in a shower area. Not a good plan, and so consequently all the wallboard screws and whatnot, which were non-galvanized, were all rusty. So we're going to replace all of that with green board prior to putting on Kerdi waterproofing. So we're going to dig out the big drills and whatnot, put in and chop out this big blob of mortar. Okay, this is day 3. We've added a bracket for the niche that fits at the back end of the shower, and added a seat bracket for a fold down seat, and had to move the supply piping. The original installers had the supply piping on the inside of the toe plate, so took a little notch out and tied it all back. Next we have vapor barrier to be installed in this back wall and a portion of the 2 side walls. Okay, this is the beginning of day 5. Day 4 was plumbing for the supply lines, mounting the shutoff valve called an aux box from Sioux Chief, putting on green board, and there's some up at the top. In the skylight area, it's now got all new green board and vapor barrier. So today is vapor barrier and the remainder of the green board, etc. Okay, now we put the Kerdi on all of the walls and the edge of the niche, and up to the ceiling on that side. On the back wall and on the left side wall, and that wall goes all the way up in the ceiling and meets the skylight. There's also Kerdi been put on the left support for the door, and the right support, which then will mount the hinges for the door. We've had to replace a section of the subfloor because the hole for the drain was too large for proper support of the Kerdi drain. So a new section is put in, the drain PVC is cut down, and a new hole is drilled, and this is all screwed in, of course. Kind of the next step is to mount the drain, PVC glue, and thin set, and then put in the curb, which will go across here. Here is the Schluter shower tray and drain installed. Next we have to put the curb on, which goes between this point and that point there. Okay, the shower tray is now installed. There's dry pack mortar around all of the edge, including a small space between the edge of the shower tray and the curb, because the shower tray was not quite long enough for this installation. It's all cleaned up and ready to go for the curdy. Okay, now we've covered the curb, added the bottom on the shower tray, cut out the space for the drain, installed and measured the ledger boards, laid out some of the tile lines, both vertical and horizontal lines on all three sides. So what this means is we are ready to start tiling after all this time. Okay, finally got the tile up. Along with the niche. Glass border. Goes up to the ceiling. And all the way up to the skylight. This post is a support for the glass door hinges. The floor is 2x2, kind of a charcoal gray. Curb is marble. And there's marble trim and shelves in the niche. And on the glass tile border, there's a stick of marble pencil tile around the bottom. And now it's time for grout. Putting in a grout called Delorean Gray, which will be similar to the grayish tinge that's in each one of the tiles and on the floor. So it should match pretty good. We now have the grouting done, and the holes are drilled for the seat back here and the shower panel along this wall. Tile edges are completely caulked. Next task is sealing all the grout. Okay, the door is now installed. And the inside spa fixture is in and mounted. Tape removed. Goes all the way to the ceiling. The spa fixture has a number of functions. Turn that knob. Water comes off the base, so for washing tape. Water comes out of hand one. There's a rain shower. And then there is body sprays. And finally a waterfall. Something for everybody. Next up, we have to address the floors and the walls and that kind of stuff.